Hey, what's up guys? This is Cryptix tuning in for my first time on YouTube. I'm bringing to you guys my first deck profile ever. I've been looking forward to making Vanguard content for a really long time. I'm incredibly passionate about the game and I have been since I started playing. So content creation is always something that I've had in the back of my mind. And Vanguard Zero has provided me with an opportunity to do so, unlike the physical card game. And I'm super appreciative of that, and I'm really excited to be bringing content. I will try to cover the physical game whenever we get back to normal. As you know, we got certain things going on in the world, so but yeah, today I'm going to be bringing you my Perfect Raizer deck profile. I haven't earned any achievements with it or anything crazy like that because we just got the new cards on Friday. However, I've been looking forward to building this deck for a very long time. So without further ado, let's look at the Perfect Raizer deck. Starting with Perfect Raizer himself, the main boy, the star of the deck. He's got 3 abilities on Vanguard Circle. During your turn, this unit gets plus 3k for each Raizer in your soul. If your soul has 4 or more Raizer, it also gets plus 1 critical. Meaning that on turn 3, if you have 4 Raizer in your soul, you can make him a 23k 2 crit monstrosity that will just say screw you to your opponents, so that's pretty cool. Vanguard Circle, when this unit is placed, counterblast 2 to add a Battle Raizer to your hand. All this does is it makes a Battle Raizer, and Battle Raizer's ability is already strong enough. The fact that we get multiple of them in this deck just adds to the consistency, it adds to the pressure. It's super good. Vanguard Circle, no cost. Put all of your rearguard Raizer into your soul. This ability just allows you to tuck all your rearguards into your soul that have the name Raizer, and that's how you get the 23k and the extra crit. Turn 3, you just have 2 on rearguard after you've ridden from 1 and 2 Raizer. Just 2 on rearguard, throw them into soul, and then you have that power and crit. Next, we've got your backup ride, a Kaiser, Vanguard Circle. Whenever your drive check reveals a grade 3, stand up 1 of your rearguards. This is really good because whenever you hit a trigger, you just stand 1 of your rearguards. Swing at your opponent's intercepts. Swing at your opponent's Vanguard. Stand your rearguard, give it the power. Swing at your opponent's Vanguard. It's super strong. I don't think I need to explain it all that much. I think you guys know how good it is. Then we've got your ultimate life form, Cosmo Lord. Now, if you have to ride this dude, he's not awful. However, you just don't want to ride him the majority of the time. You want him to be a rearguard, so he's got a Vanguard and rearguard circle, rest of rearguards to get plus 3k until end of turn. This is really good to make magic numbers, 20k, 21k columns. Just a super solid rearguard. I like running him at least some capacity. I have 4. I opted to run 2, just because majority of the time I only have 1 rearguard that I want to rest. I don't want to rest multiple. But that's where this guy comes in handy. Death Metal Droid. He's your heal trigger. Vanguard and Rearguard Circle when this unit attacks counterblast 1 to get plus 3k until end of battle. So it's the same ability, and it does not activate if its power is equal to or greater than the opponent's. So it's the same ability as Cosmo Lord, just cost a counterblast instead of a rearguard. So like it for that reason. Now on to our grade 2s. We've got our high-powered Raizer custom, and he's got a Vanguard rearguard ability. During your turn, if Battle Raizer is behind this unit, it gets plus 8k. Now this ability is also shared by the Raizer custom, except it is 6k instead of 8. This is super strong because whenever you ride and you call your Battle Raizer Forerunner behind your Vanguard, you typically want to ride your Raizer custom on turn 1, and then he's a 12k attacker. You don't boost with the Battle Raizer, and then that's an extra Raizer that you can put into soul, unless you're playing something like that has retires like Kagero or DI, just anything with a counterblast 2 and retire or something. However, I think the DI is great. I think the DI is grade 2 or less, whereas Blaster Blade's grade 2 or greater, so you don't have to worry about going up against Royal Paladin. And then turn 2, you want to ride high-powered Raizer Custom and do the same. Just swing without boost. He's 16k. You can, call something else and swing at an 11k Vanguard, and it hits past damage shield. That's really good. So yeah, those 2 guys are really good for that reason. On to the rest of the grade 2s. We've got King of Sword. He's just your 10k vanilla. I just love that. I love that 10k vanilla. It's just, they're going to be good for a long time, so you got to run them at some capacity. I think that they help make good numbers. That's about all there is to it. Next, you've got Raizer. Now, this card is the most free card ever, and it is just so good. So you run them at 4. Vanguard and Rearguard Circle. Whenever this unit is placed, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is grade 2 or less, call it. If not, shuffle your deck. This card does have some downsides. Sometimes you can call a PG, and that's probably the only downside. However, you know, its ability is just free. So you never worry about if you place him and then it's a trigger and it just shuffles back into your deck. It doesn't get called to rear guard. It doesn't go to the drop zone or anything crazy like that. So you got to run him at some capacity. He can chain. You can call one and then, you know, get another one off of that call and then call a booster behind it. It just makes boards for free. He's really, really good. Lastly, for grade 2s, you got Death Army Lady. It's got a rear guard ability whenever your drive check reveals a grade 3, stand this unit, so it's really similar to a Kaiser in the fact that whenever you get a trigger grade 3, you stand it. So it's very, very free, helps you get past double intercepts. A very good card. On your grade 1s, we've got the Raizer Custom, which we've already discussed, and then we've got Burst Raizer. Now, he's got a Vanguard Rearguard ability to counterblast 1 and get plus 1k until end of turn. Majority of the time, you're not going to find yourself using this, but you will have the spare counterblast to use it whenever you need to. So, if you need to bust through a defensive trigger on an 11k Vanguard, what you can do is call Cosmo Lord or Death Metal Droid, and then call this guy behind it. Use one of their abilities to give them plus 3k, and then Burst Raizer will... you can use his ability to make him an 8k, and that'll make a 21k column, which can get through defensive triggers on an 11k Vanguard, so that's really good. 4 PGs, because PGs are busted, and then our one-up tech is Death Army guy, so he's got the same rearguard ability as Death Army Lady. They work really well together in a lane. You can make a lane of just those, swing at something like a rearguard, swing with your Vanguard, get a trigger, stand them both, apply the power of the trigger there, swing at their Vanguard with that column. It's really super, super good. Oh yeah, over to Battle Raizer. So at the end of the turn, this unit boosts, draw a card, and return it with stand to your deck. This is really, really good, and Perfect Raizer makes them. So got 9 heals, or 9 draws and 4 heals for our trigger lineup. And without further ado, let's get into a fight. The deck is super, super strong. It's arguably the best deck in Zero right now. So you're going to run into a lot of people playing it. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a mirror match right now. Let's see. Oh, no, we're going to be playing Kagero. He's got that Miwa strength, though, so could go either way. I'm going to put 1 PG back. I don't like to get rid of Ashura whenever I have him and I don't see Perfect Raizer. I'll put the Burst Raizer back. Okay, so this is okay. As long as we draw into our Perfect Raizer, we'll be okay. So this is going to be the Amber Dragon deck, which received a pretty big nerf. However, their like 12k interceptors can be kind of a problem sometimes. You know, they always have this 8k number, so if you have to ride like Burst Raizer or something like that, it can be difficult to hit. But we've got our main boys that we want to ride, so we'll just call them there. And in the event that you're playing Kagero, I'd say that it's pretty safe to swing with the Battle Raizer. You know, you want the Raizers to tuck into Soul, but at the same time, you don't want them to get retired by Kagero. So, and we drew into our Perfect Raizer off of him, so I'd say it was a good move. And then, you know, looking at next turn, we're more than likely going to ride the Trans Raizer because it'll give us a free plus, and we don't have that Battle Raizer to put behind Raizer Custom. We'll likely save him in hand until our turn 3 when we ride Perfect Raizer. So he does have that 12k intercept. Those are like super annoying. And he's gonna make a 20k lane here too, so that will hit no matter what. We see PG go down. That's not in our favor. However, I think we're gonna be okay. At least for now. We haven't hit any triggers, so. But neither have we. We're sitting at 2 damage. He's sitting at 1. Hopefully this turn we can push a little bit of damage. Alright, the trans Raizer. And just like that, we're going to be setting up double intercepts. We don't have a grade 1 to call behind the intercepts, so we're kind of relying on a defensive, or on a trigger to hit here. And we get it. So we'll apply the power there, and then just swing his Vanguard and use one of them defensively. So I typically like to push my opponent to even damage before I ride Perfect Raizer, and what I mean by that is I just want them to have the same amount of damage as I do, because of heals. So he's gonna ride the Draconic Overlord. It's gonna make it harder for our rearguard columns to hit. It was a pretty good move on his part, and also he's got the Rayopia behind, which he will be able to hit 21k, so he's gonna make pretty good columns. It doesn't look like he's gonna commit anything else to board though, so we're not gonna take any damage this turn, which is good. Gives us a little bit of advantage. We've got 2 grade 2s in hand for next turn as well. We're looking pretty good. And drive checks nothing, so looking pretty good. He does run stands, which I find quite interesting. Not a lot of Kagero players run stands. So ride our mans, use his ability, create our mans, come down, call our mans, call our mans. It's a grade 2. Now in this situation I typically do stuff like this. Oh no, we did a little bit of a misplay here. That's okay. We don't get our double intercept off because of that, but that's okay. This will be fine. Because now we find out if he has a perfect guard in hand or not. If he doesn't, well, next turn we're going to be looking good. Probably power there. I mean, why not? It's definitely not going to hit. But... or, yes, it does. He had the perfect guard, so... he gets a draw trigger here that helps him out on his next turn significantly, but we're in really good shape. He'll have to, you know, attack quite a few times next turn to kill us. So I think we're looking good. We're looking good. This deck is really powerful. I mean, it just baits PGs on turn 3, which is super solid. I'm a big fan of it. Doesn't look like... I'm thinking maybe he's got 2 more PGs in hand, or just another PG and another grade 1. He does see a heal here, which helps him out. Drive checks nothing on the second. And we will drive check a draw trigger, which helps us out. However, we've drawn into 3 of our heals now, which is not preferable, but what can you do? Obviously skip a ride here. We do want to... he runs stands. I just wonder in what capacity does he run stands. Because I want to be able to hit his Vanguard here and take him to 4. That way if he doesn't have the PG, the Perfect Raizer will kill him. So that's what we're going to do. may regret it later, but swing his rear, swing Dan, heals again. We're still gonna find out if he has the PG here or not. No drive checks there. That's okay. We've hit a lot of our stuff. So he doesn't have another PG. Next turn it looks like we're going in for the kill. So, granted that he doesn't kill us here, but I think we're going to be okay because he would have to deal 4 damage. And it doesn't look like he runs crits. Taking a little bit of time here. Let's see the Amber grade 2. I'm expecting another grade 2 here. He uses Dragonic Overlord's ability, misses out on the drive checks here. I'm thinking maybe we drew into another Perfect Guard. Because if not, he would have made another lane here. Big Dragonic Overlord. Take the 1 damage, hit a draw trigger. Hit another PG, so that sets us up for another turn of safety, which I'm a big fan of. It's a shame that we haven't gotten our boosters, but that's okay. We're going to try to get one off the Raizer here, however. We do get another grade 2, so I don't know that we'll end up using it. So I think we'll do this. Bait that last PG if he's got it. If he doesn't, he did draw into another Permanent Raizer here. Hope that he doesn't have another one, and he does not, and does not get the heal. And there you have it. That is the perfect Raizer deck, full power. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm really thankful for being able to make content for Vanguard on YouTube now, and I'm super excited to be doing so. If you want to, hit the like button and subscribe, as well as follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/CrypticXPV. I'll be streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, with some weekends such as Saturdays and Sundays here and there. Thank you again so much. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, see you guys next time.